And then another strategy is use of letter cards, magnets, and tiles. So with this strategy, try to give at least 5 with a maximum of 10 letters only for each student. Okay, for your class. Pero you try to assess yung mga talagang hirap na maunawaan or ma-recognize yung letter. You can just give 2 or 3 letters at first. And then if at the end of the lesson or your time, okay, then that's the time you can add more letters. Okay, ikaw naman yung nakakaalam, 'di ba? And then yung pinaka-importante lang naman, teachers, at the end of the day, yung batang yan, kahit isa or dalawang competency, kumbaga, at least natulungan mo. May learning sila for that day, okay? So after giving them letters, draw or write the letter on the board. So you can do this. Punta ka sa board, isulat mo or i-draw mo yung letter, and then dun sa mga hawak nilang cards, magnets, or tiles, let them find the letter that matches. Diba? It's fun, and then may movement pa, so may motivation, engage sila sa klase. And then, pwede mo rin gawin yung uppercase and lowercase match, diba? Isulat mo yung capital letters, small letters sa board, hahanapin nila doon sa mga hawak nilang materials. Okay? So, again, these are not the best strategies, but these are strategies that are useful and basic. Okay? So, I'm very sure na makakatulong po ito sa mga learners natin. So, teachers, teach the letter sound by presenting the letter and modeling the sound to your students. Always be flexible in trying different strategies depending on the needs of the students. Okay? As teachers, alam mo kung ano yung tamang approach, ano yung tamang technique, ano yung design strategy na dapat gawin mo sa klase or sa mga batang yan, lalo na sa mga non-readers natin. Okay? So, thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in the next videos. God bless. Thank you very much, and bye for now.